Good evening, and it's qualifying for Kyalami. This is a 90-minute race tonight, and everybody dashes out the pit straight away. Let's double check the setup. somebody's just come on Discord and said, "Is this race at night?" Which is not reassuring in terms of practice they might have done. Just let everybody clear out the pits. Some people have been doing 143s, and the best that I and my teammate Nins can manage is about 145. So I've no idea I'll be doing a 43. So looking like it would be middle of the pack at best. Let's see if anybody else is coming through. There's a slow dribble of cars going out. We got 26 drivers on the server tonight. One guy was having trouble. He was having to restart his hardware. Make sure the lights are on, or you'll get a penalty. Don't want that straight away. See Sorg just in front of us, who's
exits clear, push.
Returned to this division. He was in Division 6. Not entirely sure of the circumstances,
Stevie,
but
we've got 13
come back
minutes
down
to do the business.
towards Division 7.
We've got cold brakes all round, be careful.
Okay, so we've only got a light fuel load on for qualifying and very cold tyres because I've been sat there for a few minutes. So let's try and get them all nicely warmed up on this out lap. Currently showing P7 because that's where I came out of free practice. I was quite pleased with that. I'm not fooling myself though. I think some people might be doing runs on fuel loads or sandbagging. A little while to get these tyres to come up. We're already nearly halfway around the lap. For those that don't know Kyalami, I really like it. It's a really nice little flowing track. It's in South Africa. It's very high up. The altitude apparently is reflected in the game when the car's power is down. That's the top of the circuit. Around the hairpin and back down again. Yes, tyres are coming up slowly. You hit that curb there on the right on that corner, you'll spin out. Almost guaranteed. So it's worth giving that curb a little bit of space. Making sure you don't completely crunch your car. Okay, tyres aren't fully warmed up, but we're into our first flying lap. Anything around a 145 is okay, to be honest. .144 would be exceptional.
146.20.
It might be too early in qualifying.
New fastest lap for Martin, 144.33.
Fast time.
The leader
for
has
me.
just done a 143.76.
Said the win. Whole time would be about a 43. Martin was in chat just before the race, boasting about his Boatley. He's in the Bentley, which is the only car with a fuel tank big enough to complete a 90-minute race without having to refuel. You've got to ask yourself is, do you really want to go all that way with all that weight? My understanding is the pit time's
The
fixed.
guy behind has just done a 19:17.1.
Okay. Well, I said a 44 would be good. 44 and a half it is. P6 at the moment. Well, we're still early in qualifying. we do have a secret weapon this week. I'm in the McLaren 720S GT3, and there's a guy called Aris who works for the developers of this game, and he regularly goes on YouTube and does a session setting up a car. And we didn't ask him, honestly, but last week he did the McLaren 720S setup for Kyalami at night. So we've got a secret weapon, an inside job of a setup from one of the game devs. And it has to be said, in my opinion, he has really sorted out the handling. First time I went out, I had oversteer, understeer, everywhere. And just downloaded Aris's setup. And we're able to do a decent time. Down to P10 already. Down to P11. Overcooked it for this one.
Yellow flag in sector
1. There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Watch the track limits, please, Stevie.
Okay, fuel's out now.
cut detected.
Let's go back to the pits. How long have we got? 8 more minutes. Give it a few more seconds. Look at Nins again in P2. Nins has been blagging me, he couldn't get better than a 44. And that's a 43 and a bit. It's almost as though you can't trust him. That's true, Tom. The dev is helping.
Fastest lap for McCarthy, 142.72.
Can't tell you how much Nins and I had to bung Aris to do as a setup.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Quite a few cars coming
That's the
through.
blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Clear right, we need to get some heat into these brakes.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
The blue flag is being waved.
Got this guy through.
On the right. Clear on the right.
With a lot of concern it's going to rain tonight for the race. Nins was asking me all sorts of questions about tyre pressures, but the trouble is with rain, it's a real guessing game. Even I've tried setting up wet sessions offline and having practice runs, the pressures don't seem to match up to race.
That's a blue flag.
Yeah, finally off the track then.
You're locking your front right.
Check out the way these guys doing laps. Oh, it's the mysterious M again, issuing jobs to James Bond. Right, that was a really bad outlap in terms of being able to prepare, but see what we can do. Tyre pressures are a bit low.
13th place.
I was really pleased before, but we've been pushed down to P13 now.
Okay, Stevie, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Well, that's not going to help me time. Big slide round T1.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
Ooh, that went awful. I'm not sure it's because of the slightly lower pressures, but car was all over the track then. Well, let's press on. Get around this lap. Make sure the tyres are properly warmed up for the next one. Yeah, we're not stopping or anything. We're having some issues.
White flag.
Wilson! If Wilson finds out about these YouTube broadcasts and
Flag in sector 3.
me and Nin's crying to Wilson every time we see him, he's either going to be pleased or distressed.
Your brake temperatures are fine.
Second down, we can rest assured that this will not be an improvement this lap. That's a curb from hell. Right, see if we do a slightly better lap this time. At the moment, I'm just in front of Maloto again. Same joint at the hip.
Sector 3 times okay.
Just had a thought. Is M driving an Aston Martin? No, he's driving a Porsche. He's driving the wrong car, M. He should definitely be in an Aston Martin.
White flag. The car in front's lap time is at 1:44.11.
That was a little bit wild.
Yellow flag. The car in front has just done a 1:44.24.
Push down to P15.
Two minutes to go, 2 minutes.
I don't think we'll get out again. Nah, that's a lot of time in the last corner. Don't think we're going to improve. P15.
15th place. Sector 3 time is fast. Yellow flag. You've gone outside of track limits there.
Well, we've done enough time to get out again, so that'll be it. And no guarantee I'll hold on to P15 either. Behind me? I don't know. I don't know. I might hang on to P15. Where's that smug Nins who claimed he couldn't get around this track? Look at this. Don't know what I'm doing at this track, he said. I'm struggling. I can't get the times. 42.9 I think he's got there. Doesn't seem to be struggling much to me, does he? Yes, we've got Tom on board with Wilson. It must work. He must pick up on the vibes because he's in P2. Now Nins is worried he's going to get bumped up per tier because he's too quick. And if he keeps getting P3, he might be in danger. But I don't know. I'm only 1.5 seconds behind, so it's not like they're... I think last season there were a couple of German drivers who teamed up and they were 4 or 5 seconds faster than everybody else in every single race. I think they actually made it through like 3 races before they were finally moved up a tier to give the rest of us a chance. Only 7 more seconds, but there'll still be plenty of cars out on track. Trying to see if all my toys are on the broadcast. Can't tell. That's it. Oh, push down to P16. I wonder who the guy was who said, "Is this race at night?" Sounded surprised when qualifying was at night. Wow. So somebody's done a 42 in Tier 7. So, yeah. Now, what I found a little bit reassuring is in the practice just before this, with a full race load, fuel load, which I might as well put on now, of 83 litres, I was consistently doing the same time, lap after lap after lap, which was good. Fingers crossed. What we have to do is make it out of first lap. There was a desperate plea by the league coordinator that we don't all kill each other on lap 1. It's the same plea made every week. Sometimes it's successful, most times it isn't. Oh, I thought I went out P16 there, but now I'm up at P15 again. No, 16, I don't know, it's not making its mind up. Oh, it's locked, can't move it. Oh, this will be the great mystery tonight about whether or not it'll rain. Because that could have a big bearing on everything. Right. Just under 4 minutes before race start. So, Wilson was free. It looks like we've lost P2. Well, I know he was quick, but he wasn't that quick that he needed to move out of our division straight away. Nins now might be P3, it's unclear. Looks like Kravchenok, apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. He's doing well. He had a lot of issues last season with connectivity and ping. And he had a nightmare in one race where he suddenly teleported right through me. Luckily, he didn't damage me, but he went off the track, and never saw him again that night. Oh, Morphy pulling it out of the bag, P9. Douche, not too sure how that's pronounced. P10. He was right on my tail on my last race, giving me a heart attack right up to the line. Where I think I ended up out of my normal position thanks to some odd weather. Domi. I always seem to end up racing against Domi. And Maloto. So, Crawford. Well, 2.5 minutes. Surrounded by bloody McLarens. Got two Garins straight in front of me. Hayes is just up the road. Oh, that's reassuring. I'm the slowest McLaren. I'm not sure if anybody else has formed any other teams, but at the moment, last time I looked, Nins and I had a stranglehold on the team event because there's only me and Nins. Thanks, Tom. I'm hoping for a clean race as well. I did say to Nins before, and for some reason I feel I'm going to get murdered tonight. .144, still waiting for drive to count down. .16 degrees. No sign of any rain, at least in the first 6 minutes. They've got the worst weatherman ever working for ACC. You're only able to tell the weather 10 minutes in the future. I'm sure in the real world, if there was a chance of rain, you'd know about it. One minute. Oh no, Oh no, Bar. Oh, it's Bar who was in P2. He says he's having internet issues. Disaster. Oh no. I'm not sure he's going to make it back on. Oh, maybe he can start from the pits. I mean, if he managed to qualify in P2, it's not like he's going to be at the back. Right, drive enabled. Turn my lights on. I'll get an instant telling off from the stewards, the digital stewards. I don't think Morphy will be too busy to see whether or not I've got my lights on. It's just over there though. Hi Morphy. Ah, good.
Stay single file.
Can't wait to tell Nins about this one.
Low tire pressure. Stay clear on the curves.
It's an interesting shade of blue for all my tyres and brakes. Not sure he can do that, Bar, but he's trying to get his place back. Oh my god. Well, that didn't work out well for Bar. I just saw him at the side of a road. I've never seen such strange behaviour on a warm-up lap. You've got people stopping and people flying through. Well, that felt weird. I wonder if that's what VR feels like. I was accelerating forward then, and I've got a butt kicker on this rig that shakes things around, and I was braking but throttling and it was shaking, and I looked up and the cars were coming towards me and I suddenly felt like I was falling downhill. Very strange. Okay, the fronts are getting a little bit warm but the rears are still pretty cold. We're already halfway around. Morphy on Discord briefing did say the tyres will not get warm.
The air temp is 16 Celsius. Okay, Stevie.
The warm-up lap is over. The red lights are on.
Yeah, the rears are pretty cold. Looks like I shuffle things around because I'm on the right-hand side of the track now. Usually not where I want to be on T1, which is on the outside.
Go, go, go. Car left. Still there.
Now what you don't want to see is people
Hold
trying to
your line.
overtake
You're
before
still
T1. Because they go 3 or 4 wide, it usually
Still
ends.
there. Clear left.
Morphy's off.
Left side. Still there. You're in the middle. Clear right. Left side. 3 wide. You're in the middle.
Pretty chaotic.
Something's
Nins is
happened.
off.
The
He
yellow
won't be happy.
flags are out.
Right side's clear. Clear all around.
This is looking good for championship points if he can keep it up.
Well, we ended up P10, but that's mainly because of a lot of chaos on T1. What I really try and focus on is trying to preserve the tyres. Martin's had a bit of a nightmare on the
Right
airfield.
side, clear right. Wilson is leading the race. The gap behind is now 0.8.
Well, somehow Martin's ended up behind me in the Boatley. It's very quick, Martin's. And Duke's there, having a bit of a mare on that set of corners. In another Bentley boat, he'll be cheating. He'll be fully fueled all the way to the end. This will be like, I'll pit and he'll be laughing as he goes past.
On your left, clear left.
I think it was on my left I was being a bit cautious of then. Okay, tyres are starting to get warmer. I think it's time to start trying to turn up the speed a little bit. Yeah, because I think Martin behind me, he wants to get through as well. No overtaking there, Martins.
White flag, mate. Car left.
Clear on the left.
Still
Whoa, Martins, that is no way to
there. Clear
drive.
left.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay, Stevie, the next car is Martin. P8.
Not sure about that overtake manoeuvre from Martin then.
Car on the left.
Car left. Hold your line, clear left.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. There's a car leaving the pit lane. Watch out.
Martin's really pulled away from Domi pretty quickly. He's 3.3 seconds away from me. But the speed between Domi and me is too close. I'm
The gap in front has increased. It's
Not
now
got it.
about 0.5.
not got the speed to get past Domi, I don't think. I think I can tell I'm a little bit quicker than Domi in some places.
Fastest lap for Wilson, 1:43.52.
Wilson! That's really going to get boring very quickly. We're going to have to think of something else. Well, not bad. 46.2 there. Domi had a big rear end slide then. Where he's on the apex of the corner. Then I make a little mistake, even it up. Meanwhile, Douches is closing in on us.
All right, Stevie, we'll need to pit for refueling. 47 minutes into the race.
Sounds about right. Maybe potentially a pretty wild attack coming from Douchy.
The gap behind has now decreased to 0.5. McCarthy
Has the lead.
That's as close to that curve as you ever want to get. Sounds like there's been an exchange of a lead up front.
Last lap was a 1:46.00.
Somebody's off big style. I think it's a lap car.
The gap in front is now 0.8. Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
Hoping he can see these blue flags. Because if I was Domi, I'd be having a heart attack by now. This allowed me to really close up, and he's making no signs of pulling over to make way. I don't know if Domi's tried flashing his lights at Heath. I think he needs something. Oh, Crawford's made a mistake. And now Heath is definitely interfering with the race. What's he doing?
Left side. Still there.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. On your left.
Car on the left.
He's still there.
Clear on the left.
What is he doing? Can't tell if that was Heath or not who bumped off me. Looks like finally Heath is out the way.
Your last lap time was 148.39.
Now we did have a good tight fight, but because of all that chaos, we're a bit more spread out now.
P8. Your brake temps look good. The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now
No way
0.26.
through there, Morphy.
Okay, Stevie. Hold your nerve. Just keep it smooth. No mistakes.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh. Oh, what happened to Crawford then? He's ended up on the wrong bit of the track.
Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
The car in front is Crawford.
Oh dear. I think that was more likely to be Domi. He looked like he lost the rear end of his car and slightly oversteered into side of Crawford. Oh, Crawford's connection's okay. Looks a little bit pingy across the track now. That's good.
Gaining on the car ahead in sector 1.
P7. gap to Crawford in front is now 0.8.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Oh, somebody's had a big off to the side. Douche behind me must be getting deja vu from last week, except he's a hell of a lot closer, with a hell of a lot longer to go. Oh, that pulled me off. Crawford just span out. I wasn't expecting that at all. It's not like him to lose it under the brakes like that. I think, well, temper up to P5 at the moment, but I think Douche has got more than enough to get past me. Nins is having a nightmare, is he? I'm too busy to see where he is tonight. Alright, well I think it's really quick guys in front of us now.
The gap behind is now 1.1 seconds.
That's impressive for me. Nins is having a nightmare because I've just seen where he is. 2 cars in front of me in P25. For the purposes of a championship, I think to lose one race, this might be the one that Nins wants to forget. Nice 4-wheel slide there around that corner. I noticed the 50 metre marker board has gone missing. Good job I don't use it as a brake marker. Okay, Marquez is 20 seconds away, which is a long way. Oh no, I'm having a spin now. Oh, disaster.
The gap in front is now 5.0 seconds.
Right, dear oh dear. Looks like I lost about 8 seconds at that. Tire pressures look okay. Something to do with brake balance. Move it a little bit to the front if it helps.
P6, keep it neat and tidy. We still might get something out of this.
Let me get back to P6 again. was MP5. Being a bit overcautious at the moment. Need to get back into my flow. It must have been the overexcitement of seeing Nins just in front of me that caused me to spin. That's all I can put it down to. Can't have been Wilson, he was too far away.
Your lap time was at 1:46.10. Sector 2 is 6.6 seconds.
Unfortunately, he's not as fast as his best intermediate. The gap is growing.
5.5 seconds.
Oh no, we don't want that. This is a better lap though.
You've used half your fuel.
Pretty changeable weather here in the UK, and I keep thinking of hearing thunder outside. It's very warm. Question will be, given the huge fight he's put up last time, we caught up with him. If I do catch up with
Gap
Heath,
to
is he going to
Martin behind is now
refuse to
4.7
budge?
seconds.
I wondered why I got up a place. I think Martin may have pitted. He's very quick, and I think he's closing in on me. Oh.
There's a white flag.
I think there's
Oh.
some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
That put me off for certain. Yeah, that was my friend from last week who
to the car in front. 2 seconds.
was behind the lap down and dive bombed me to get past, frightened the life out of me, and then I found him span out about a lap or two later.
The gap ahead is now 6.2 seconds.
Yeah, bit put off by the spinner.
Your front brakes are getting pretty hot.
Not sure if my tyres are getting a little bit tired already. After just 30 minutes. But that said, fuel for 11 more laps. Should be pitting in 15 minutes or so. That was exciting. Got a little bit too much curb on the right. Yeah, Martin's now just 2 seconds behind. That was a bit you don't want to do, catch that curb. It's really allowed Martin to close in.
V6.
That was better. I think I'm getting the same symptoms Nins reported back after his 2 test races. But when the tyres are getting tired, the rear end starts to get a bit loose. I can't remember what he said he did to try and fix it. Traction control, that was it. TC up. I think Martin's going for the I'll just try and overtake anywhere approach, which is interesting. So I'll have to go for the stick your car in the middle of a track approach. Getting a bit frightened of that corner then. Oh, Martin's just doing a
Left
lunge.
side.
Let's make him work
Still
for
there.
it.
Clear on the left.
Clear left.
Ah, you know it worked. Let me try it again.
Car on
Left side.
Clear on the left.
Clear left.
Now Martin's really relying on my cooperation doing those moves. Because if it was a dive bomb, it was a really half-hearted
The
one.
gap behind is now 0.7.
Now I don't want any interference with P19 behind either. So we're going to be very firmly closing
Fastest
the
lap
door
for
on
Wilson,
P19.
143.49. The gap to Martin ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0 seconds.
Not what you need.
Car left. Still there, clear left, 7th position. Qualifying pace now, come on, you can salvage something here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Car left, clear left,
Yep,
left side.
P19.
Car on the left.
Hold your line,
Clear on the left.
clear left.
Or P18, I should say. I'm in P7.
Car on the left.
Car left, clear
On the
left.
left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's a car exiting pit lane.
And that could really blow the race wide open.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
7 more laps of fuel left. Kind of holding Martin, I'm quite surprised. I thought he would have buggered off by now.
The
But
gap to Martin ahead is now 1.8
just 1.7 seconds, and that's with me trying to battle a back marker that was intent on trying to get through. What a save. Is he flashing his lights at me? Hard to tell with the effects whether he's flashing his lights. I wonder if he even realises the blue flags are for him. Holding up Kinder.
That lap was at 147.56. The gap behind is now 1.0.
I'm a lot of trouble stopping and turning the car now. Well, I think Kravenchuk span, but he deserved it for constantly trying to come through when it's clear we're about the same speed. To be honest, I'm inclined to send it off to the stewards.
Brake temps are good.
I was a little too close. Six laps of fuel left. I think a dive bomb might be coming here. I didn't need to dive bomb, I virtually stopped on the apex. That was a little bit better.
Use all the track, force him to find the gap. Okay, Stevie, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Oh no, I've been disconnected. I have to quit out and try and rejoin. That could be it for tonight. Certainly will have put me at the back, I think. Disconnected in P7. Yep. Quick. What we doing? What we doing? No. 50 minutes. Add in. Make it 103 litres. Drive. It's all our 7 places. Well, that's a disaster. I'm not going to recover from, I think.
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors.
That's a blue flag.
Your brake temperatures are low. We need to get some heat into them.
That's an utter disaster. What a disaster. P7 and disconnected.
Car right. Right side's clear. Marquez is pitting from position 4. He should come out a little way behind you.
Eighteenth. Some will say that's fate, because that's the position the guy was in that spun out behind me. Well, I don't know what I can do from here. I mean, this is P12 in front of me. So I'm a whole lap behind P12. Try and take him on the main straight. I think I've got a lot more speed than him. It's an unusual line around that corner, that's for sure.
B16.
I'm going to say I think in my panic I ended up with too much fuel with 46 minutes to go, but I don't think I got too much extra. I'm supposed to have about 85 litres, I got 90 odd, so that's no big deal.
He's coming up from behind now.
10 seconds. Your brake temperatures are fine, mate.
That doesn't look good. I'm inclined to think that my connection is the dodgy one, as both those cars drifted off into the scenery together. And we've got
Car left.
bad
Clear
weather in
left.
the area,
Blue
we've had
flag
lightning
is being
storms.
waved.
So I think that's what's destroyed my race. I'll be coming up behind Crawford now, he doesn't really make many mistakes. We're pretty even on pace, so I'm not really going to be able to get through past him. He's probably going to wonder how the hell I ended up in P16 on a lap down. Looks like M inherited my 7th place. Well, that helps, to be honest.
You're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Okay, Stevie, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. You've just done a 146.65.
And Morphy's all 33 seconds away to Morphy, P15.
The leader, Wilson, is pitting. The car behind is pitting.
You don't want to be doing that corner. I didn't lose much time, weirdly.
P15.
It's the latter half of the pit stop phase of the race. 15th place. If I ended up in the top 10, I'd be quite amazed. From this far back. It's not the position number, it's the time. Still 30 seconds to Morphy.
You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 13 seconds.
It's an interesting route.
That's the Blues. He'll have to pull over now.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I think you should be close enough on the start-finish straight. Or I could just go wide here.
Car on the right.
Car right.
Clear on the right.
Clear right.
What do you mean like that one? Of course, Marquis was technically who I was right behind.
14th.
Oh no, it wasn't. I was in P7, he's in P5 at the moment, so gutting. Or it's P14, but I don't think there's going to be any more pit stops to help me move up. look how gutted it is, how I'm keeping up with Marquez. I'm a lap down.
Gaining on the driver ahead in sector 3. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
45 dead nearly.
The lead car's pitting.
Now cars that far ahead might be pitting, but they'll be pitting and be out again before I come round. Got Morphy down to 17 seconds from 30, so that's take a lot of positives from this, despite being in a bloody bad position. I am pretty quick, I think, for this division. That was doing one of the unnatural things where you're coming into a corner too fast and you come off the brakes to brake better. You keep the brake pedal down, apparently you lock the wheel so you just slide into it, but if you come off the brakes it'll actually allow it to bind, slow the car down more. Oh, 44.7.
Best in the session.
Fastest lap so far.
The car behind's pitting.
As unusual. So Marquis in front of me is in third place now and I'm pegging him completely. Gutting. All credits to Harris for a great setup. No credit to the thunderstorm for what I think caused my internet connection to reset.
White flag.
Looks like N has had a bit of an issue because he's in front of me instead of Murphy. It's only 10 seconds.
Oh, he's exiting the pits, watch out.
Well,
B13.
P12 wind spur just came out. He had to stop go. I think there are some drivers that are still getting used to the pit stop procedures in AC. See, you must slow down before you hit the pit lane limit. Pit lane start to 50 miles an hour or 50 kilometers. I can't remember which one it is, but and be in first gear. All over the place at the moment. Get it together. Oh, wind spur will catch me up. So if you speed going into the pits, you'll get a stop go. And again, once you set off, if you pull the car into second gear, the pit lane limiter will come off and you're likely to get a penalty that way as well. Don't know how. This is like a PB lap because it's bloody awful.
white flag, mate.
Wonder if Marquis wonders what the hell's going on.
P12.
Now, Nins can't hear me, but he could try and hold up M. I think it's too late already.
Something's happened. The yellow flags are out.
There's a white flag. The gap in front is now 7.1 seconds.
M's having lots of issues, I think, because he ended up just in front of me after another yellow flag incident. I don't know if he maybe got damage or something. Marquis must have had his heart in his mouth then, being in P3 and having an incident. Come on. I'm actually catching Marquis up now. And I'm not particularly fast, I'm a second off. Two seconds down that lap.
P11.
Wind spur is out there, I need to keep away from him. Good observation on the chat there. I think I've got a pit, which means race over.
The leader has just done a 143.52. You're pulling away. The gap behind is now 7.0 seconds.
Not going to matter now. Unless I finish the race and put an appeal in.
That was 146.61.
There we go. A touching drop. Pit stop set up. Whoa. interesting. Just got a little bit of curb there. Touched a little bit of curb and off she went.
White flag.
He'll be very aware that races can be won or lost in the pit lane. He's coming in for fuel and a fresh set of tyres.
You're not right
From
about
the
that,
exit
Murray.
of
I'm
pits,
coming
we
in
should
for
be
nothing
in
apart from
19,
stop and go.
Immediately behind P4.
Slightly off there, I think.
Mandatory stop is now clear.
Come on.
Let's go, go, go.
Watch your mirrors, there's a car approaching.
And that was an absolutely perfect stop.
I lost 2 places. For a lot of time. Now Martin might be looking in his mirrors there going, how's he got there? I think a top 10's gone now. 24 minutes to go. 10 seconds to the nearest car. Nobody's going to be doing any pit stops now. Unless they have major problems.
P13.
Of course, going to have trouble here because next driver up, Krafchenok, if I catch up with him, was the one I wouldn't let through when I was in P7 and he's P19 or something.
All right, Stevie.
He's closing the gap.
9.8. The gap behind's increased to 10 seconds.
Yellow flag is set to 1.
Oh, don't want that. Oh, got away. That was completely by design. However, that's 2 warnings now for track limits. I like the way I get a warning. I nearly crashed. 20 minutes to go.
That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
Not making much of an impression on Kraftonok.
B12.
Oh, it's empty Dukes. I thought it'd be much higher than P13. Dukes was in the pits then, which is why we suddenly went up a place. I think he's normally much higher up than that, Dukes. Looks a cloudy day today in South Africa.
That lap was a 146.26.
Oh, it's still 15 minutes to go and all sorts can happen, but looks like I'm being pegged at 10 seconds to Kraftonok. Not making much of an
The gap
impression.
in front has increased to 12 seconds.
Oh, bigger. That wasn't a particularly fast lap, that last one though, it was 46. Thanks, Daly. Oh. Not ideal.
Car right, clear
He was
right.
trying. Wasn't like he was deliberately trying to get in the road or anything. Just unfortunate bit of timing. Didn't hit each other, that's
He's
the key
coming
bit.
up from behind now.
11 seconds.
Maloto trying to close in. Pretty handy Maloto, but I'm hoping with I'm not going to be able to close it up completely. Let's keep an eye on it, 10.4. That was poor. If I keep doing laps like that, Maloto will catch me up.
That lap was a 147.31.
Yeah, crap.
The gap in front is now 14 seconds. Okay, Stevie, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
This young man really is a superlative driver.
I know what you mean, Murray. But Malotto's within 8 seconds now. I need to pull my finger out. Yeah, I think my second set of tyres are getting a bit rubbish. The pressure's going up.
Okay, let's have a look at the qualifying time so far.
7.2.
Compared with his previous times, I can see that he's actually slower there.
The gap behind is now 7.5 seconds.
Closing in, I think. Must have his foot down because I'm pretty close to my PBs. Or is that against best time since the W pit stop, which was quite poor. It is. Deceiving myself. Is it? Oh no.
Car heading sector 1.
It's against my very, very best. So that was a 45, that was an alright lap. Overcut that well. That is what might cause me trouble. P1 is just 3.7 seconds behind me now. Obviously I'll have to make way for them, and that might give Malotto his chance to really close up. So the answer is to try and keep P1 behind me for the next 10 minutes. Good chance P1's backed off to make sure nothing ruins his victory.
P12.
I think the abuse of my tyres is starting to tell. Malotto could get this.
The gap is growing.
17 seconds. Okay, Stevie, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Nearly blue flag time, I think. Ideally, he'll catch me on the main straight. It'll be easier to let him through.
Blue flag.
Not really close enough, I think.
The guy in front has just done a 143.85.
He's really pulling it out the final few laps. I think I've got that in me. Come on, P1, get your foot down. That's too far away still.
Front in sector 2.
Car right. Clear right. The gap behind is now 7.6 seconds.
Well done, getting a Lamborghini this far out of the field. I heard it's a bit of a nightmare to drive that. Ideally what I need to do is try and get in the back of McCarthy now and stay away from Maloto, try and hang on to 12, which should have been probably at least 7th, 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that.
White flag, mate. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag. Be careful there.
Wow. Zemland is in P21. I think he qualified like 3rd or something. I wonder if they're going to find out afterwards from Nins if there's some massive pile up on first corner or something. Because Nins was out at that as well. You never guess who's right behind us. Wilson!
That's
sloppy
5
this
minutes
one.
to go. 5 minutes.
Got Malotto still at 8 seconds, so this needs to be going okay. I saw Zemland's lap time was 2 minutes last lap, so he was in the yellow
Yellow
flags.
flag in sector 3.
I wonder if he's a she, could be a she quite easily. He's a bit of a hot lap specialist, so can maybe do a good lap time, but isn't used to driving in traffic. He don't. Oh no! No, got around that corner. Oh, that was
Right
close.
side's clear.
I think I definitely lost a bit of time there. That was really close.
There must be an accident. The yellow flags are out.
Slow car.
White flag, mate.
What's he doing? He must be having an absolute mare if he's just mint yellow flags. And he's in me way in the corner. How rude. How rude. Oh, I'll have to give him stick about this. Don't let Zemland get me nins because you're in the road.
Car left. Clear left. The guy behind's reeling you in. The gap's now 6.0. Car left. Hold your line.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Oh dear, looks like there could have been trouble behind. My God. I think Nin's game within the whisker then of taking me out.
Is being waved.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
I think there's some kind of incident. I can see yellow flags.
Right side's clear. White flag.
Slow car ahead.
Left side.
Car on the left.
Hold your line.
Clear on the
Clear
left.
left.
Car on the left.
Car left.
Clear on the left.
Clear left. Your front brakes are pretty hot now.
I think I've got a last out. One more lap. That didn't help. Wilson's having a big
That's white
moment.
flag.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Oh, I've got to make one more lap. I think Malotto's had a bit of a moment as well. He's suddenly 2 seconds behind. I think
Last
everybody
lap.
had a bit of a scare on that corner when Wilson went wide, and I think it threw everybody off. The tyres are shot. I'm tired. Got too much fuel on board. I've had a disconnect. I'm on the last lap. It's nearly over. Poor result compared to what we could have had. Disconnect resulted in 2 pit stops.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Melotto's closed light up. It's not over. It's more thunder. Will I get another disconnect with seconds to go?
The leader has finished the race.
A disappointing P12.
12. There we go, it's over. Bring it back round.
Take it easy indeed, lab.
Left side, clear left.
Disappointing P12 when we could have had so much higher. It's crazy ins. Very disappointing. What a terrible, terrible shame. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And now I've lost all of this guy. Right then, where are we next? Where are we next? Thanks for watching. Next race is Brands Hatch. A normal 60-minute race next week at Brands Hatch. Not a bad little track, not very long straights. So once again, might be okay for this car. We would have been really good tonight. Looking at those results, I think I would have been P6. I was ahead of Domi when we had the off, and P. Martin finished in 5th. I was behind Martin. So if I'd ended up where I was, I'd have been P6 instead of P12. Never mind. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. See you later.